Good afternoon, this is Simon Bell from Stone, and I'm just outside Belvoir, the estate agents, at the top of the high street, and I'm just going to go and have a chat with the owner and director, Adrian, who I know will give a very fair update on his business. So here we are, fabulous frontage. And Belvoir now do sales, I believe, and lettings. And let's go and have a chat with Adrian. Adrian, good afternoon. How are you?
Hi, Simon.
Yeah, good. Good to see you. I just wondered, obviously, you know, we're doing an expose on the high street in Stone.
Yeah.
How's actually business been during COVID, and what have you done to sort of alleviate the difficulties of that?
It's been surprisingly busy. A lot of people who were in the process of selling a home and sales completed, and key workers. So our team, although we had some staff furloughed, have been particularly busy. And I think you know, business will never be as usual. It will have an impact. You know, we're doing virtual tours, things now that make it to keep social distancing there. But I think the significant impact is that for our business, we've been able to maintain that at a good level. The support that the government has put in place has been essential, frankly, and I think, you know, for Stone in wider terms, that can only help within the high street. Challenges for the people next door who are hairdressers only just opening, so you know, we've been active through the whole of lockdown, maintaining our existing tenants, but for some businesses, you know, they're literally just getting back on their feet, and particularly those in the catering in the high street, that's going to be quite a challenge to have the throughput.
Yeah.
So a little bit more difficult.
Right. And in your sort of experience, how do you see business going forward? You know, what do you think are going to be the real drivers, and how is business?
Business is certainly very brisk at the moment, without question, and you know, we're short on property, both to sell and to rent, and that's driven by demand. I think the stamp duty changes have certainly helped there. That will, you know, increase the sales market opportunity, make things more affordable. I think the one of the risks for us is tenants' jobs, and as furlough comes to an end, whether that makes it a little bit harder for them to maintain their payments, but we've been working with landlords as well to minimise the impact all round. I think the mortgage support relief for landlords comes a little bit of a cost downstream, but has helped again. Yeah. But most of our tenants, fortunately, have been in a position where they can pay their rents without too much difficulty, and we've been able to work with those that have been you know, facing challenges there. Sure. So not too much of an impact. Moving forward, I think the outlook just on the property side is good. But I think a lot depends on when we come out of furlough, sort of October time, just what the impact is. And I think the one thing that's worrying everybody is the threat of an additional period of lockdown. Yeah, couldn't agree more. Even a local lockdown would be pretty catastrophic.
And what about new homes? Because Stone's growing as a sort of a commuter hub area, and are you getting good feeling on the new homes piece?
Lots of new development around here, and that's great. You know, those properties sell well, good demand, both on the rental and for sale. You know, we've got 5-bedroom properties in Eccleshall that we rent out, and we've got on the market to sell separately. So really good. I think, you know, Stone is such a popular location. It's a centre. We always say it's a circle in a road atlas for people working northwest, you know, western side of the country, but tracking across to the east. Really good. 4 international airports within an hour. You know, 1 hour 20 from Stafford to London, 1 hour 30 from Stoke. You know, really, really good. And then you've got sort of major hubs like Telford, Shrewsbury, and across into the East Midlands, all equally accessible. So it might not be a huge amount of jobs per se in Stone, but it acts as a real sort of kernel to travel and work elsewhere, and at a good price as well. Yeah.
Hey, Adrian, I'd really like to thank you for inviting me in. Simon Bell in Stone, and thank you very much indeed.
Not a problem.